Clubhouse very vividly. This was, I think, about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, maybe a few months after I joined the Clubhouse. And immediately, one of the very first things I noticed about Seth was.
You gotta stand here so they can see.
Sorry. One of the first things I noticed about Seth was asking about the rap program. You know, what we did for rap here. And he came to notice that
It's the morning
we
meeting.
had a rap
It's the morning
group,
meeting?
we had a rap
Okay.
group, but he wanted to get involved. He wanted to bring some of his knowledge that he had over the years and share it with us. And that's just one of the many things that Seth brought to us. You know, he was a friend to many of us here. I was very fortunate to work with Seth as both his worker and both as a partner in doing the rap group and other wellness activities. And he's such a wonderful person. Very, very thoughtful. He always put people first. When he came here, his goal was to, provide, wellness to everyone. Whether it was talking to people one-on-one, whether it was facilitating the group, whether it's coming directly to someone and saying, hey, I'm having a rap group, this is what we do. I think this would really help you with your health, your mental health, wellness, and that was always his goal. He came here to better his life, better his own wellness, but always his goal number one was to put the Clubhouse first and always, come here and share his knowledge with rap. That was always his passion to just bring this and honestly, when Seth came to Venture House, he sort of brought the rap group, forward. We sort of had it, but he had a presence here, and he just touched the lives of so many people. You could always sit with him one-on-one and talk to him, and I've had so many wonderful conversations with Seth, and yeah, he will be missed. I know that he will love to hear just how well everyone is doing, just the efforts that everyone is doing, and just whether it's rap or not, whether anything, just seeing everyone improve their mental health, their wellness, their life. That was always his goal when coming to the Clubhouse. So just want to thank you guys. Seth is a wonderful person. Could be sort of missed. And yeah, I just want to invite anyone to share anything, any wonderful stories with Seth. And so if anyone would like to come up, ready.
I remember Seth in a few different ways. He was dedicated and determined to help people out with this type of rock. Wasn't always mental health, wasn't just things of nutrition as well. And I was shocked at life, the guy, because it was like he was poor parts Clubhouse. One time I'm many those in my neighborhood, I didn't know he was wired me. But in some ways I feel he has a similar type of individualistic nature that I want in my life. And the rap group that would never be the same without him. With him, the rap group is something good.
Thank you, Ren. David.
I'm sorry, I'm going to speak. I'm on a little bit of a time crunch here. I usually wait for others, but I just want to make sure while I'm here, I get a chance to say something and be picked up by my family. Wow, this is hard. I got to sort of gather my thoughts here with Seth. I think, like so many of us, when we heard the news that he passed, it was really hit us hard. You know, that just kind of came out of left field, and I can still feel the emotion in the room with Seth's loss. You know, Seth was here for a while. He wasn't here as long as some, but his impact was so strong for the years that he was here. And Seth was, as Randy so eloquently said, was our wellness champion. You know, he sort of cared so much about other people and their mental health, whether he was, discussing wellness self-management or rap, or encouraging people to have their own, what's it called at the end of your life? What's it? What matters? Advanced directive, and which by the way, he had all this stuff in place. And he walked the walk. He talked the talk, but he also walked the walk. And to say that he's kind and loving, sometimes those are just words, but I mean, he cared so much about our clubhouse, and I think just a little story for me. He was passionate. Passion is not always just being the nice guy. He would get pissed off if things weren't going well, and he would call me on the carpet. If he felt that he wasn't being respected properly, or if he didn't have the tools that he needed to run the Wellness Wednesdays. He had high standards, and he would give it to me if he wasn't getting what he needed. He would give it to Jesus sometimes as well. And he would hit you right between the eyes with it. He would tell you what he felt. And I just had so much respect for him. And like everyone who's up here, for different reasons, I'm going to miss them all for different reasons. And Seth is very close to my heart. Someone that may his memory be a blessing, as some say.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Seth was a big help for me, big support. Every week that we had the rap group, we were working together towards wellness. And it's nice when you have people in the community that you feel, you see them as your peers. You don't have to be best friends with people, but just people in the community that you can feed off of energy. You feel their presence, and you know that you're here to get better and to continue to move into wellness. He had a big impact on me. Just knowing that he's resting and doing good things wherever he is, it was a comfort, and all what we present for the future. Thank you.
When I was with CID, I worked closely with Seth a lot of times, being with the newsletter or when he was starting rap. And I remember one example. He submitted a rap entry into the newsletter, and I tried to spruce it up, make it all look nice. And I'm thinking Seth would be so happy. I printed it out, I laminated it, and I gave it to him. He was so mad. He was like, "What is this? This is not what I gave you. I want it to just be about rap." You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like Seth. He has fun, but he's about his business. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I remember when we were trying to get the rap thing started, and we were trying to get some motivation of it. He was on me every day. You have to get this going. How's it going? You know what I'm saying? Giving me the package, giving me the information on your posting and everywhere. And I just know, Seth is one of the members, don't play with it. You know what I'm saying? When he comes to you for something, he needs it, right now. And he's not, it's not, aggressive. But you know what I'm saying? You tell he's so determined to get the goal done. Just want to shoot him and just help him. Yeah, when I would come in the mornings and we have Wellness Wednesdays and Seth is here, I'm kind of relieved. I'm like, oh, I don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Seth will just hold everything down. So you'll definitely be missed, and just kind of so over again this year.
Thank you, man.
I just wanted to say, Seth was a great person, and he wasn't just a care specialist. He was like a great friend to me. I always talk to him. I could always relate with him. He makes me laugh, and he's a big person. And he will be missed, and everything he did around the clubhouse, I would like cheer him on and things like that. And he talked about nutrition, exercise, eating right, having a positive attitude, things like that. You know, everything that our good people at our clubhouse, you know, have, and we want to implement things like that. And it's a great person. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
I know I spoke already, but I just want to, you know, I mean, I guess I'm reminded sometimes of just how good of a presenter he was. You talked about the Wellness Wednesday there, Matt. I mean, but just from a skill level, he was such a good presenter of material. Like you said, oh, I was so happy, happy I didn't have to worry about this stuff. It's not so easy on Wednesday to come in and to do something in 7 or 10 minutes that's going to be engaging and just kind of touch on the points and give people what they need. Natalie, you're talking about how he gave pointers, whether it was nutrition or the rap group that was helpful. That's a real skill to do that. This guy was like a wellness professor in some ways. And like sometimes I have to remind myself of the gift that he gave us, but also the gifts that he had. That's hard to do. So thank you, Seth.
Larry?
I just like to say personally, I learned a lot from Seth. Because about the rap and all the stuff that he did there, which I definitely agree with him. He's great. He's telling me about the toolbox. Like you kind of like dealing with issues and being stressed, wellness. There's times that him and I used to talk, and he used to really share a lot with me. I didn't know him that well in the beginning, but like towards the end, working through Jesus, I got to know him a little bit more. And an awesome guy. I do recall going on a training or a conference with him. I'm not sure the details, but yeah, he brought so much to this community. And like he said, I used to reach out to him on Tuesday when we open it for Wednesday. Self, man, you're gonna be here Wednesday. We need your help. With Wednesday wellness, etc. Man, he contributed so much to this game. Just like I said, I'm listening as well.
Thank you.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Yeah.
When I heard the news about Seth, I broke down upstairs. And he was a good friend. And every day I think about him all the time. It hurts losing someone you love, or it hurts when you lose a friend that's important to me, important to you. And this one hurt it a lot. And we are so grateful to have him at the clubhouse. He was so important. The clubhouse will be important, still important to us. And I will miss him a lot. Thank you, Seth. Miss you, Seth.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Jessica. For anyone, so I'm gonna share some photos. Fortunately, we don't have too many photos. The ones we do have just sort of capture, just the spirit and personality of Seth. This is him in the CID unit. And yeah, this is go here. I'm sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm. Take your time.
So So this was taken a few years ago. This is in our living room, and yeah, this is what Seth did and Rob's was. And, he brought his friendship, he brought his companionship, his knowledge, but this is his passion. This is this was his goal for himself, not only for himself to improve his own wellness and his own recovery, but he also wanted to see others grow and improve as well. And nice picture.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So I'd like to invite anyone to share any wonderful memories and stories of Tony Marie Drew, who we lost a few months ago. And just want to open the floor